Hey there, everybody. This is the Bones and Tub Show. We are brought to you by no one in particular, because advertisements suck.
Yeah, they do.
We are brought to you, however, by Catherine, Marie Doherty, Evelyn, and Agris Girl, our 3 patrons at patreon.com/bones and tubs. And we don't have, anything else. We're not trying to sell you a mattress. We're not trying to tell you anything about beard oil or...
No special food boxes or anything like that.
No.
We're brought to you, just like PBS, by viewers like you.
And this is the Bones and Tub Show.
The Bones and Tub Show.
And sets another day. Billions will kneel and pray. Anything to aid escape from the world so cold and gray.
That's a good boy.
And we're back with another wonderful episode of Bones and Tubs this week. I tell you what, there's been a lot going on.
Coming to you high and dry from Ohio, because the mighty Midwest ain't afraid of no punk-ass coast.
And apparently, we're not the only ones that get to sit at the top of the ivory tower and watch as other people suffer, because whilst Texas is having a hard time, it seems like everybody else has to put their 2 fucking cents in on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way.
I mean, Christ. You know what? I'm to the point now where, I feel like every single person is just simply grasping at straws when it comes to everything and making everything political.
Yeah.
There are motherfuckers drowning and dying down there, and people are complaining about. I mean, okay, here's the thing: there are aspects of it that are shitty, but the thing is you got to look at the positive side of this shit. There are a lot of people coming together to help each other down there.
Yeah.
Me and my ex-wife, we have extra medical supplies for our son, and we decided to send supplies down to Texas for people that might need them.
Look at you.
So I'm not trying to toot my own horn here on that one. I'm just saying
well, you're doing it,
Yeah, you just help. That's all I could say about that.
Don't give any money to Red Cross either, because they're fucking terrible.
Yeah.
You guys, I don't know if we talked shit about them in the...
I think we talked lightweight shit about them on our charities episode.
Yeah, we did a charities episode about the worst charities in the United States. And Red Cross is up there.
I think the big thing that came out of this is the whole Joel Osteen megachurch debacle.
Not to toot my own horn in this scenario, but I've been calling him a since day one.
Yeah, as I say, there's never been a time where I actually liked that guy or thought he was cool. I've never had the time of day for those kinds of bastards.
I posted a story last night on my Facebook page, a personal Facebook page, about Joel Osteen not allowing anybody into the church, and it started a bit of a troll war.
Yeah, it did.
It was so bad that one of the guys that was talking about God's wrath judging Houston, once he met the fiery wrath of Brandon No Soul and Dr. Doug Hurdy and their Pizzagate comments, he decided to just delete all of his comments.
Yeah.
He might have KYS'd for real.
Yeah. He slashed and burned everything that he said. And you know what? Fuck him. Because he was on that next level stupid shit about wrath of God and nonsense like that.
Here's my thing. If you're all about wrath of God and judgment of God and stuff, then you must have read the part of the Bible where we're all shitty. And God looks at every sin the same. He looks at theft the same way he looks at murder. It's all the same.
Yeah.
So you're just as big a piece of shit as Joel Osteen.
See, this is the part that gets me, okay? And I've felt this way for a long time. I have never been, not in my recent life, have been that type that believes that, if there is a God, he's not specific. And he doesn't hurt people just because other people do shitty things. There are people online that are saying, this is the wrath of God, and he's punishing Texas because we've all been terrible, and that's dumb. There are children that have never hurt anybody. So you can't, part and parcel, you can't say that, he's punishing one group of people because everybody's being shitty.
I'm a huge fan of using the Bible against people that use the Bible.
Yeah.
So you could use this one of 2 ways. The Old Testament way, if he was really that pissed off at Houston, he'd send some angels down, right, to check out the scene. And then he would have a timetable that is non-alterable, and he would drop a nuke on that bitch.
Yeah.
Go ahead and read the story of Job.
Exactly.
Was it Job?
No.
Lot.
You're thinking of Lot.
Lot and
yeah.
his wife that turned into a pillar of salt because a stupid bitch wasn't afraid.
Around,
She wasn't afraid, first of all, that God nuked the shit out of him, but she was like, the angels were like, look, bitch, don't turn around.
Yeah.
And she was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Pillar of salt.
She beheld the power of God, apparently.
Right.
But see, that's the thing, like, and that's the part that kills me. Or, like, you have the partisan politics going on with it, where you have, like, okay, so the governor of Texas, he said, hey, y'all should evacuate.
Right.
This shit's going to be bad. And then the mayor of Houston, who, well, let's put this in perspective. The governor's a Republican. The mayor of Houston's a Democrat.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, no, we're not going to do a evacuation. We won't need it. Well, your city's under like 60 inches of water now. And people are like desperately trying to find places to take shelter.
Right.
And you're talking about how there didn't need to be an evacuation. Is it politics, or was it just him? His excuse, well, I say excuse because I don't know, but his reason is that they said that he said that he didn't want to cause a panic.
Okay. Well, here's my thing too. All these people I've seen bitching the social media and stuff, talking about how the government didn't tell them to get out of the way. Motherfucker, even if you were on welfare, you have seen that there's a fucking hurricane coming.
Yeah, you had to have known some shit was on its way.
You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
If you need the government to come out and tell you, get out, you deserve to die.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Well, see, the only problem with that is these people are making the people that are making these decisions have family and shit. Children. And they're making these decisions. You're letting your pride get in the way of survival of your family.
Right.
I have a problem with that.
They're trying to make money off of it.
Cripes.
They didn't tell us, so we need money now.
I'm pretty sure everybody's been telling you like 3 days prior to the event.
Your fucking natural senses should tell you to get the fuck out of there.
Jesus.
Before we go any farther, I just want to say that's going to be the edit sound.
Yeah.
We're going to go through here. We're trying a new. I want to see. What do you think if we just covered up all of our naughty words with that sound?
Should we cut? But then we lose the explicit tag. So I feel like we could leave some in.
Okay, so just randomly.
So I think fuck's okay.
Yeah.
Shit, damn. I think should be bleeped.
Okay.
Because I think it'd be funny.
Should we leave so they know what we're saying? Like one time, or should we just let them?
No. Bleep it out every time. Leave the mystery there.
Like, should we put that in there?
I think we should bleep that too.
Okay.
What about sucker?
Yeah, that's fine.
See, and I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and I said that, sucker, I was like, I use it in the derogatory sense. I don't mean that someone who enjoys sucking is a bad person.
Chase your bliss.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. I have two, there are people who love the so how is that derogatory for them?
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe in the sense that I only call people who are suckers who don't suck.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Right.
I want you to bleep all that out so everyone's fucking confused as shit.
Confused all the way around. Yeah. I want to try this new editing thing where I make some ridiculous sound in the beginning and you're just going to hear it over and over again when we say things like
yeah.
Any of those things.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, I wanted to touch on Houston one more time. Dr. Doug Hurdy sent me this ridiculous story about Antifa changing their name to just simply FA.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And he said to look up the Joel Osteen story on Babylon Bee. And it says Joel Osteen sails luxury yacht through flooded Houston town to pass out eclipse glasses for gazing at Joel Osteen's teeth.
What the fuck? No, but fuck that dude for real. There are people trying to defend his stupid ass on social media, but here's the thing. Burden of proof's on the prosecution, but the thing is, the prosecution has plenty of proof when it comes to video evidence that they weren't allowing people going to their fucking church when the shit was going down.
He even gave a speech where he, like a politician, was going around saying, like, we've not shut our doors, but what we have done is we've continued to give out supplies, and whenever the shelters are full, well, then we're going to take, shut up, bitch.
Yeah, fuck that dude. Fuck him for real. I don't care what anybody says or tries to back up his stupid shit. The thing is you got fucking millions and millions of dollars and millions of people under your guise. You could fucking, get out there and tell all of your followers to help people.
Right.
And change motherfuckers. Make this fucking place better.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers not practicing what they preach.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing. And here's the thing that kills me. Okay. And I'm going to get on my soapbox here for a minute, which I'm always on my soapbox on this show. But
as you should be.
Here's the thing. Okay. If you're a true Christian, there's a few things, and there's a lot of you out there who might disagree with me on this. If you're a true Christian, you really believe in the teachings of Christ, okay, You wouldn't try to turn away refugees.
No.
You would give as much as you could to charity. And you wouldn't hate anybody.
Right.
No matter how much you disagree with them.
Yeah.
You would not hate them. You'd be surprised the amount of people that consider themselves Christian that I see hate just spew forth from their mouth in all directions.
It said to love thy neighbor unless he had brown skin.
Oh, is that what it said?
I think it was that, and love thy neighbor unless he lies with another man.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Something like that.
I don't remember. There's so many words in the Bible.
And the thing is like, well, and then when I get into arguments with people like this, just like, if somebody assumes certain things about different groups of people, when I've gotten into arguments online before, people assume because I'm I'll say it, cis white male, that I'm automatically a Christian. And I tell them, no, I'm not. Well, you must be an atheist then. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Don't try to fucking id pull me and box me into something that I'm not.
Right. No thanks.
Yeah.
Take that shit somewhere else.
I have a moral compass, stupid.
Yeah.
So I can wreck on letting refugees and shit like that in because I'm not Christian.
Yeah.
But if you're Christian, you legit have to be like, yeah, let's bring them in.
Well,
we need to help them.
How many people who are Christian, when the Jesus returns, would just have their heads explode or feel kind of let down when Jesus wasn't white?
Oh, there'd be a ton of people.
I mean, come on.
It's just like, look at
your life, look at your choices.
When when you have Muslims who we hear, okay, so in Australia right now, they're getting ready to pass same-sex marriage, right? Mm. And this Islam organization, this big organization in Australia, just put out this memo that said, we don't believe in same-sex marriage. We believe in marriages only between a man and a woman, da-da-da-da. And a lot of the people who argue on the left for Islam and stuff say, well, those aren't real Muslims. Okay, so all these groups who have official organizations, they have ties to the governments, they're not real Muslims. So who are the real Muslims then?
Are they the scary ones?
They're not the scary ones. They're just the quote-unquote moderate ones. But they still don't believe in same-sex marriage.
Huh.
So it's like, you have groups like this who say, well, they're not real Muslims. So then you have, if Jesus came back in his true form, and of course people would be like, well, that's not Jesus.
Sounds like Cell from Dragon Ball Z.
And you would have people say, well, he's not the real Jesus. Mm. Or the people that follow him, they're not real Christians.
Right.
Like, I know it sounds like I'm knocking on Christians today, but the thing is I see it is what it is.
Just don't be an asshole.
Yeah, don't be an asshole. You know what I mean?
Be a good person.
Yeah, be a good person. Welcome people who are hurt and tired and sick.
However,
into your arms.
I would just say this. If there's somebody coming into my house that seems to be infected with TB, they're not allowed. No. Anybody that is a military fighting age that looks to be shifty, not coming in my house.
Or anybody with a dick bigger than 8 inches isn't coming into my house.
Yeah. I'm not a racist. I'm a dickist.
Yeah. Right. I fear large penises.
Yeah. That's really what it's all about.
At least I'm honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm leaving all that in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You go ahead and do that.
Well, they gotta know. They gotta have some kind of context.
But yeah. But anyways, let's try to think of something else. Well, on the podcast front, I think we're gonna try to get some more technology in here to make the sound quality better.
Yeah. You talking about the podcast we listened to post we saw the other day?
Yeah.
I wanted to use this as an opportunity to shout out the Brohio podcast because they posted a picture that we're going to start using here. That's a really awesome DIY for reducing echo. No matter how much I go through Audacity, I've yet to find a way to sufficiently get rid of the echo sound. But I'm proud to see that they're the ones that figured out a useful way to use children's balls to reduce the echo sound.
Children's balls do really well for reducing the echo on a podcast.
Children's balls are good for a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I just can't wait to get a hold of a child's balls and cut them open. Yeah. And then hollow them out and then stuff them on my microphone.
Put them right in front of my mouth.
Right in front of my mouth.
Yeah.
Every single week to do this podcast.
You guys gave me not only a helpful DIY, but you also gave me a good amount of enjoyment.
Yeah.
So shout out, Brohio Podcast.
Shout out, Brohio Podcast.
We love you.
We really do. But, anyways, back on the front of what's going on this week, we had that dumbass fight that everyone fucking got stupid about for a minute.
Yeah.
that fight with fucking
Conor McGregor and
pasty Irish guy and
Mayweather.
the illiterate black man.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, I don't know why anybody thought McGregor was going to win.
I think a lot of it was just the subtle white boy jihad in them.
I guess you're right, but the thing is okay, here's the thing. This motherfucker just started learning how to box like months ago. Okay.
See, now I don't know. I read that he was a professional boxer beforehand, but he specialized in MMA.
See, that's the thing. I thought he was an MMA fighter that decided to start, like, he wanted to fight Mayweather, so he trained.
He definitely wasn't a Mayweather-style boxer.
No, and even,
but it'd be the same thing if Mayweather got in the octagon.
That's what I said.
It'd be fucking over with.
Yeah, he would fucking give him a couple knees to the face and it would be done.
Get him in some sort of Kimura or check the oil perhaps, and it's done.
Yeah, I don't. If anybody thought that McGregor was actually going to win that fight, because I think they were trying to rely on his ferocity.
Yeah,
that's what they thought. He was so fucking like charged and ferocious. He was just gonna fucking rock him.
Either way, they both made a shitload of money.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing we got to remember. They made so much fucking money.
They were. I was talking to Elmo about it at the Factory of Sadness earlier this week, and he was like, "Think about this. If basically what happened is Floyd Mayweather let this dude, see what he had for 5 rounds.
Yeah,
and then he started to mess with him a little bit, and then in the 10th round he came in and just pieced him up.
Yeah,
but he's like, think about it. I forget the exact figure, but it was hundreds of millions of dollars in that fight. In the Vegas betting. Imagine if McGregor had got in there and just got him. He snuck one in there and knocked his ass out, right?
Yeah.
And the rematch alone would have been $1 billion fight.
Yeah.
So, that would have been cool. But it's just like every other sports avenue. I think it's mostly fixed.
And that's the thing that kills me. Like, people watch it. I would literally talk to somebody and be like, man, I'm going to watch that fight later. Ah! And then they're like, but it's fixed.
Right.
Then why the fuck do you watch it?
Yeah.
What's the point? I mean, okay, here's the thing. I go watch a movie, and generally, here's the thing. In these days, there's very few, like, plots or movies that actually surprise me. At the end of the movie, more likely the hero's going to live. Mm-hmm. Or if he doesn't live, he's going to sacrifice himself to save everybody else.
Unless you watched No Country for Old Men, and then you're just left feeling empty.
Oh, yeah. That's one of those instances where that was actually a fucking crazy, awesome ending. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. The Berkeley mayor is classifying Antifa as a gang.
That's good.
I guess. I mean, knew it was going to happen one way or the other eventually.
Yeah.
But, that's funny. I saw that Lakewood solar eclipse glasses thing.
Oh, yeah. It's really good.
Jesus. Oh, fuck. I almost forgot. The fucking season finale of Game of Thrones was this week, too.
See, now, I purposely waited for this to happen, the entire season to finish before I could actually watch the entire season on a binge.
Oh, God.
But I still already know too much.
Okay, so you haven't finished it yet?
No, but I haven't started it.
Oh, okay.
But I've watched social media, and it's over. I already know.
Oh, okay.
I already know everything.
So you know about the dragon?
No, but go ahead.
I'm not going to talk about the dragon then.
Okay.
I don't want to give it away.
Yeah.
But anybody out there who's seen the season finale knows that shit was fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. Fucking crazy.
It's good.
But yeah.
I'm all about incest too, really, and I think that it played a large part in this season. From the still screens that I saw as I was going through Daily Mail.
Yeah.
Because they don't give a fuck about spoilers.
Yeah. No, Daily Mail doesn't give a shit about them. They'll fucking put the shit right on the fucking blast. God damn. Pictures of people's dogs. Here we go. Here's a good picture from Harvey where you got a black man helping an old white dude.
I saw one of a guy with a Confederate flag with a boat, and he was going through and he was helping people of all colors.
Nice.
I also saw one that I wish I had better Photoshop skills, but it was a guy on a surfboard, and he was like standing up and paddle surfing, I guess it's called.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, but he saved a little boy, and I wanted to Photoshop it to where he looked like he was riding the boy through the water.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
Because that would have been epic.
Yes, it would have.
They also had a really good picture of somebody made a meme out of it. It was a guy saving a white guy saving an Asian mother and a child.
And her child, yeah.
And it said, "This is America," and then it showed pictures of Antifa and Black Lives Matter, and it said, "This is not America."
Yeah, that was actually, I saw that meme too. That's actually a good meme. And like I said, there's good things that are coming out of this. Like, I mean, though a hurricane's bad and watching people lose their homes and property and all that shit's bad, we're seeing good parts. We're seeing shitty parts though too. I mean, for real, fucking like, people charging fucking $40, $50, even almost close to $100 for a case of water.
Yeah, $20, $25 a gallon gas.
Like, don't get me wrong, I am a fucking staunch capitalist, but I've always been a proponent of moral capitalism. So, like, I mean, there's been instances of that though too. You have corporations and other certain like big businesses and stuff donating large sums of money to the relief effort.
Yeah.
For this hurricane, which is good.
How's the Donald been doing?
Well, Donnie went down there yesterday, and his wife got mocked because she wore the wrong outfit.
Oh, of course.
Which is whatever, because, like, you know, when you know, one side can wear whatever the fuck they feel like wearing and never get accused for it and actually be called fashionable.
Yeah.
But then the other side goes somewhere in any kind of outfit. It didn't matter what the fuck she was going to wear. Plus, I think it's kind of sexist.
She should have just showed up in one of those, like, African, traditionalist African dresses.
Yeah.
Make their fucking heads explode.
Yeah. I think that and Trump should have wore a full-fledged war chief headdress.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking up the ante and appropriate all the fucking way.
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
You know?
Tired of it all?
Tired of it all.
Tired of the id poll? Because the levels of crazy and fucking, I'm trying to think of a healthy word. Bleep this out. You might have to bleep that twice. It's a long syllabled word.
That's fine.
But the levels of that are going on right now are insane.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of id poll that is coming out of this is fucking crazy. And the thing is here's the part that I don't understand. How do they ever think that side? How does that side and that far regressive left think that they're gonna fucking win anything? Because the thing is, if they want, they're not a big enough majority to, like,
mental illness.
Well, that's the thing.
Doesn't matter.
They're not a big enough group to, like, really do anything.
Right.
That's the thing. And the only way to, like, amass numbers is to win the hearts and minds of normal folk.
Yeah.
And they're not winning anybody's hearts and minds with this shit.
No.
Like, if you tell me or you that we are transphobic because we won't suck a woman's dick. Yeah. Because it's a man.
That's a real article, too.
Yeah, oh, I know. I know. Like, okay, try to wrap your mind around this, everybody. If you're a man, and you meet a woman who,
in quotations,
identifies as a woman, is actually a man, has had no surgeries,
right? Like,
literally, it could be a person in a dress,
like Ronda Rousey.
Well, Ronda Rousey's actually a woman, but it could literally be a dude in a dress as long as he identifies as a woman. Whatever. I don't care. But don't tell me I'm transphobic because I refuse to date that person, and makes it even worse that I won't suck their lady dick. Yeah. You have completely lost the meaning of everything.
Just because they call it a 7-inch clit doesn't make it a clit.
Like, I've always been a proponent of postmodernism, but you've taken this shit to the fucking brink. Like, my version of postmodern is the dropping of labels altogether. But the thing is, you make it all about the identity.
It's all about it.
That's the thing. You
divide and conquer strategies.
Like, these people literally, like, their entire lives are wrapped in and around what makes them sexually. They're obsessed with sex. Yeah. Which I guess I could say, I mean, normal culture kind of is obsessed with sex too. For the most part. Yeah. But, I mean, why can't everybody just, like, be in the middle?
I just don't know why everybody gives so much of a shit.
Well, it all started... Well, let me tell you something, Sonny. It all started about 5 years ago. Or probably longer than that. This shit's been going on for a while.
Slowly, just been building, crescendo.
Yeah, I mean, it's reached its fucking fever pitch, though. And it just keeps going.
The Frisbee thrower commented on our last podcast that Little Nicky, or Adam Sandler, rather, had called all this in the past and Little Nicky. I need to rewatch it.
See, now I'm trying to think of what he was talking about.
Basically, all the protesting. So I'm not sure. Okay. I need to go back over it. You know?
Well, people would protest no matter what.
Right.
I mean, fuck. Here's the thing, like, now we have anti-war protesters again. They came back out of the fucking woodwork once the Republican took office again.
Just to show my complete and absolute schizophrenia, I'm going to mention Floyd Mayweather one more time, and then we're going to move into a new topic.
Okay.
We were talking about memes also earlier, and I feel like I posted one to the page that was really effective. It was a normie meme of Spider-Man, where he's like whispering to you, and it said Floyd Mayweather's win count is 51-0 if you count the time he beat his wife. Yeah, that was good.
It was good, and you know what's crazy? We lost a follower because of that.
Did we?
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know. somebody.
Whatever.
I looked at the numbers, and right after that was posted, about an hour after that was posted, I was looking, and I saw we went down one on the Facebook page. I was like,
they're not true fans.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how could you be mad at that? Right. Like, really? You're going to back up Mayweather's fucking wife beating?
She deserved that.
Yeah, for
she
real.
She was being a real bitch.
Go fuck yourself.
And then I'm going to jump into another current event. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many of these people are still with us after my schizophrenic moment, but we completely forgot to mention the fact that North Korea shot a ICBM over top of Japan.
Yeah, and landed in the sea over Japan.
They said there are going to be more. They're not going to flinch an inch. And some person with a title that I don't understand about a financial market forecaster and other forecasters said that all indicators show we will be in a military engagement with North Korea by September 12th. So I don't know how the fuck you plan these things out in your head, but...
Yeah, I mean, well, it's like, I'd like to think of it, there's dudes out there that are like the Mentats from Dune.
Yeah.
They're just living human computers, and they just crunch numbers and then come to conclusions based on said numbers.
There's a mat with different conclusions on it, and then you just jump to conclusions.
Fuck me.
Yeah, that's the worst fucking idea.
So now they're saying we're going back, like, after, like, we had a nice little, like, basically what happened was North Korea said, we're cool. Then Charlottesville happened. And everyone was like, oh, fucking Antifa, neo-Nazi, We already talked about this shit on the show. I don't really want to fucking go over it again.
It's too much.
You want to talk about it, go back like 3 episodes, fucking...
Get your
fucking fill.
Did you... No, I just feel like we beat them into the ground so hard, but I did have a certain amount of pleasure in our last episode with Antifa, just the title, because of that goddamn song was stuck in my head.
Yeah, Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Yeah,
Total Eclipse of Antifa. That was our name of our last episode. I actually like that one a lot.
It's good. I don't know where they come from. But.
Just from Ka. Can we just say Ka?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm chalking most things up to Ka these days.
It is Ka. It has to be. The wheel of Ka constantly turns.
Yeah.
Keep Ka and remember the face of your father.
Speaking of which, Dark Tower update, because I know I mention on the show all the time, I am officially in the last book of the series. And it is fucking gearing.
Premium.
It has gone until the last gear, and it's fucking crazy. But just to let you all know.
Anybody who hasn't started that series yet, shame on you.
So, off on another topic, because we are just bouncing around, and I love it.
Well, we did a lot of cocaine before this episode.
That's true. I drank extra strong coffee this morning, and I did a bump.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
Nose beers. Mm-hmm. It's really nice to record the show on a day that I don't have to pay the tax man.
Exactly, right? I think that's part of it, too, is one, we don't have time restraints, really.
Right.
We can fucking go off however we want. But, I mean, is anybody else excited that it's coming out next week?
I'm fucking excited. They did a really good job with it because the book, right?
Yeah.
First, they get props in my mind because if you go to YouTube and compare original It trailer to current It trailer, they basically just redid it, which I think's awesome.
Now, here's the thing. This is my one little gripe, and this just might be coming off of. I haven't watched the Dark Tower movie. I'm not probably going to.
You should, but just don't pay for it.
I'm going to wait till after I'm done with the series, just so I don't ruin myself.
Yeah.
So here's my thing, and obviously they probably did it with the Dark Tower movie, and even to a sense in the original miniseries of It, they did it. Okay, I don't think they have the capability, and this movie might do the same thing, to express what it actually is.
Well, that was my second point. They say in the book that it feeds every 26 or 27 years, and this movie comes out exactly that timeline after the first movie. To show that it's like a modern version. He's come back. He wasn't actually killed.
Now, here's the question. Are they actually going to be having them as adults as well, like in the book? Like it flashes back and forth?
I fucking hope so.
It just looks like kids, though.
Right.
I mean, maybe the trailers are misleading.
Maybe they didn't do the shitty job that the Dark Tower did and show every good bit of the movie in the trailer.
See, everything I heard right when they first started making it was that they were turning it into 2 movies. Like there was going to be a part 2.
That's fine.
And part 2 would be them as adults.
That's fine.
Which would be fine with me too.
Totally cool with that.
But here's the thing. I think they're going to have trouble. It's the same thing with a lot of Stephen King's work when it's adapted to the movies. It's the conveying the true evil of what things are.
Fuck.
Like, okay. Like It is some fucking pan-dimensional, like, ancient beast that we can't really like see its true form, and if we do see its true form, i.e. the deadlights, you go instantly insane.
Right.
Or die. One of the two.
I fucking almost went instantly insane when I saw the new It Clown.
Oh, he looks creepy as fuck.
They had that scene where he's got the balloons in front of his face, and when he reveals his face, I actually shit my pants.
Which, here's the thing, like, even in the book, like, you as the reader are lit in on the fact that it is something way more powerful than these children will ever realize. Mm-hmm. Like, they don't understand that. They just see him as this thing that can shapeshift and he feeds off of fear and kills children, right?
Yeah.
And feeds off of tragedy. Okay. It's so much more than that, though. And, after reading The Dark Tower, you get a little bit more of it, where these things are like, these beings exist everywhere in different forms.
Yeah.
And I feel like some of that nuance is lost in these films. Like, even like Pet Sematary, for example. Like, in the book, you get to understand more of why why things and people that are buried in that cemetery come back to life. Mm-hmm. That it's this ancient fucking Wendigo spirit that fucking, brings people back.
You don't want to go down that road.
And that they're not actually them. They're like demons that reanimate the corpses.
Right.
So, like, you don't really get that from that movie and a couple of his other movies too. I feel like something's lost in it.
Yeah.
Like, and I get it. It's hard to convey that. But the thing is, and I give you a pass if it had never been conveyed before, the notions that there are things so terrifying and so great that we wouldn't be able to understand what they are. But the problem is that there has been plenty of examples of people being able to do that. Mm. I mean, fucking Hellraiser, for example.
Yeah.
Or fucking, I don't know. To an extent, I think even Friday the 13th managed to even dabble in that notion.
I'm a giant fearful bitch.
Yeah.
So I'll just say that right now. If you can convince me that whatever is in the movie could be a real thing, I'm already pooping.
Yeah.
It's already happening.
Yeah. To be able to bend the grip on reality.
Fuck clowns.
Like I said to someone the other day, a mutual friend of ours who I think he was having a hard time with reality for a moment, as we all do from time to time.
Most of the time.
And I said, he just had this look in his eye, and I said, you're having a hard time with that whole reality thing right now. It's like, it's gotten pretty thin right now, right?
Yeah.
He's
existential crisis.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, he just kept going. And I was like, it's kind of like single-ply toilet paper on a shitty butt. Yeah. He's like, yep, that's pretty much what we're dealing with right now.
Never quite get clean, but yet there's blood by the end of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're going to have shit and blood all over your fingers.
Right.
But yeah. So there is that.
We just covered a whole lot. I hope that no one's head's exploded.
Oh, yeah. They just listen to us fucking go on a fucking long-ass diatribe.
That's good.
But, I mean, what else is going on in the news right now?
Fuck, I don't know, man. That's all I got.
It's
really.
just the fucking hurricanes and shit.
God's Wrath, you got the It movie, you got Fat Kim.
Fat Kim blowing up bombs, people saving people.
Me stretching a Butler County, metal chair, making sounds on the microphone.
Oh, fucking, I got something. What about fucking Joe Arpaio getting fucking pardoned?
Oh, yeah. For doing his constitutional oath, whatever. I mean,
yeah.
You either love immigrants or you hate them, but follow the law, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're, I'm somewhere stuck in the middle. I'm a man in transition because while I also abhor borders and I hate the idea of statism, I do understand them.
But the thing is, here's the problem I have is that they said that he was using sketchy practices to get illegals.
The original complaint was that the judge had ordered him to stop, and he did not stop. But basically, fuck the judge in your kangaroo-ass court, making up laws from the bench.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up with that. I'm the sheriff. I'm an elected official. Sheriff, like I've said before in previous episodes, sheriff is really about as far as I go with government, where I'm cool with it, because they're an elected official.
Yeah.
And they're the ones, like when Obama was president, and they talked about sheriffs arresting federal agents that tried to come into towns where they had passed marijuana laws and arresting the feds. I'm all about that.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck.
Because if let's just say we fucking make a law where it's legal to smoke fucking methamphetamine marijuanas, we can inject marijuanas, right?
Yeah.
In Preble County.
Yeah.
And the feds are like, no, you can't, in fact, inject marijuanas because A, it'll kill you, and B, it'll turn you gay. Mm-hmm. So they're going to come in and arrest us before we can inject the marijuanas. Mm-hmm. And the sheriff wants to have his deputies arrest the feds. More power to you.
Yeah.
Mike Simpson.
Yeah.
I think that's who it is now.
It's always been Mike Simpson.
Yeah.
It's just a rendition
like how
of the
Putin's
theme.
Always been the leader of Russia?
Yeah, I think Mike Simpson's been our sheriff since time of remembrance. Like, there's pictures of him, like fucking old, what do they call that? fucking, I can't remember the dogger types. The old photographs where like kind of like have like a patina to them and shit, where the eyes are like almost white color and they're freaky as fuck. Got him in some fucking old style knickers and shit like that.
Whoa.
Like sitting there, and it just like etched in the bottom says Sheriff of Preble County.
Yeah.
But seriously, shout out to Mike Simpson.
For real.
I mean, Preble County is a great place to live.
I mean, it's not terrible.
Speaking of Preble County, I hope people listen. I know there's people in the area that listen, but this week I'm probably going to want to share this episode with people from our community and try to drudge up more support from our community as well. I mean, we already have a good community support anyways, but I want to get more going. Because my idea is to eventually get a live show going somewhere in Preble County. Mm-hmm. You got to know your roots.
Right.
You got to support your roots.
Is it like the movie Roots?
No, because we're not displaced slaves that were sold by Arab traders.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But okay, so
we're just
continue.
We're just white people.
I understand. We was kings.
We was kings, sort of.
Yeah, kind of.
Question mark?
Maybe.
We kind of said fuck kings, though.
Yeah.
Like, is it okay? You know that meme where it has like the mind and it like gradually gets bigger and bigger through different things said. I feel like we went that step. Like, we was kangs is like the third step. The next one is fuck kangs. we be presidents would be the last step, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean that makes sense to me.
We was sheriffs.
We was sheriffs.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He protect.
Well, yeah.
He attack. But most importantly, he caress.
Yeah. He elect.
Yeah.
He was elect.
Yeah. He elect. He protect. But most importantly,
he caress.
He caress. There we go.
I like it.
Someone make that.
Yeah.
Put a cat on it. We got this.
Fat face cat.
Can you get a fat face cat with a sheriff cat on?
I do appreciate it.
That kind of rhymed.
Yeah.
I didn't even intend it to.
I wonder what we're doing to reality right now. Are we helping it thin?
I'm trying to just fucking tear it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tear it like a new virgin asshole.
Ooh, got him.
Got him.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's about it going on really right now in the news. I mean, I can't think of anything else other than the fact that we have people. I think people are waking all the time. Like I said, dude I was talking to the other day, he just like he looked like a walk-in. Like he just looked like someone who had like stepped out for a minute into a different reality and then stepped back into his own and realized that it's all fucking fake and shit. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. Does he listen to the show? I don't know. He was awful wavery the other day.
Yeah, he might. He's the one that got me turned on. And I know this is kind of late in the show. I don't even know if I've already mentioned it or not. The Minimalist? Did I mention that?
The Minimalist?
Minimalist podcast.
I think you didn't mention it, but
that's where our new intro came from, the idea. Everybody should check them out, but he's the one that originally turned me on to the Minimalist podcast and Minimalist ideas. I'm starting to kind of take a look in my own life.
Now, are minimalists like Stoics?
Yeah.
They like lead more austere kind of lifestyles?
Right. Well, the idea is that the idea, at least in my mind, when I first heard of the Minimalist, I pictured these guys who, just lived in these empty apartments who were happy with nothing. But really, it doesn't matter the amount of possessions you have as long as every possession has meaning.
Yeah.
You just absolve yourself of clutter.
Yeah.
And that also turns into the Minimalist podcast, basically. These two cats, they're from Dayton, Ohio. And they each had I guess they were friends since 5th grade, and they each achieved 6-figure jobs. Mm-hmm. And then they each accrued 6 figures of debt.
Yeah. And
then they just decided, fuck it. Quit their jobs, sold their shit, and now they just do the podcast.
Nice.
And they do one of them didn't have any formal education in teaching writing, but he teaches a writing class for free.
That's cool.
And they write books. And they just live their fucking dream.
Speaking of writing books.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This is my time to announce I am setting up probably to do a mid-September release because just FYI, my new book, it'll be the first book in what I'm calling the King's Fire series. I don't know. I just call it the King's Fire. But with a subtitle. I'm not going to tell you the subtitle. That's a surprise. But it's going to be the first book, and what I predict will be 5. I already have the whole story mapped out and outlined. It's just a matter of writing it. I'm kind of working through the first part of the second book right now, but I've finished book 1.
Yes.
Okay. And it will be out in the middle of September for ebook on Amazon, or you can order paperbacks.
Ooh.
When it'll be a nice little book and you can buy it. That would be great.
Yeah.
You know, people have been asking me, you know what kills me? Okay, I got some beef. And I'll totally agree. There's another person I know that's been dealing with the same thing. Okay, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. We're content creators, right? Mm-hmm. Or we ply a trade, right?
Right.
Okay, motherfuckers will go to fucking Walmart or whatever they want, and they'll go to Walmart and they'll fucking buy things at the price that it says it is, right? Mm. But when it comes to you or me or somebody else trying to ply a trade and creating something, they want it at a fucking discount because we know them.
For sure.
How would you not want to give a friend business?
Right. Well, I think it's just it's backwards thinking, and it's a consumer market. Here's my thing with the new Bones edition.
Yeah.
You know, of what I want to do. I don't want to ask for money because it's fucking gross. Every time we've done it in the past, I've always felt gross.
Yeah.
But I just want to let them know. Like, this show is literally brought to you by
viewers like you,
by our Patreon supporters. We are sitting in a fucking podcast studio.
Yeah. That was paid for
entirely by, you know, the ones we mentioned.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Like, and I get what you're saying. Like, you don't want to ask people for money, but I'm asking people for money for my book.
Right.
I wrote it. Don't ask me, because here's the thing. If I'm going to give you a free copy, that means that I'm paying for it.
Right.
At that point. And that's not going to happen.
Right.
But here's the thing, and this is the other thing. Like, I'm not going to write this and give it to people for free because I put my time and effort into this thing. The only people, I believe, in my circle that deserve a free copy of my book is like literally like 5 people.
Well, even then, man, like, if somebody gives me something for free, I feel obligated. Like, I'm not going to take it for free.
That's true.
I'm at least going to give you a hand job.
Yeah. You see, there you go. Like, you're going to get a free copy.
Bartering.
And, you know, people that have had input on it and people that have helped me finish it. And, you know, my parents who fucking, you know.
Made you?
Dad blasted in mom and made me. So
fed you for however many years?
Yeah,
kept you out of the storm?
So they'll get free copies. I'm the fruits of their labor.
Right.
They deserve it. But everybody else out there, I mean, I'll sit there and I'll have a conversation with you and talk to you. But, you know, that's free. Talk is cheap.
Right.
But work is something else.
Premium.
It comes at a premium.
I have this two-handed view of things, right?
Yeah.
I'm all about people being paid for what they create. But at the same time, I wonder, like I said earlier about, you know, shout-outs and love.
Yeah.
Whatever you put out comes back.
That's true.
One way or another. I mean, we're just two boys.
Yeah.
You know? We're hiding inside the bodies of men, you know, but we're really just two scared boys trying to figure out the universe.
Yeah.
And maybe entertain you on the way. Hopefully we add value to your life in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, we need to get a bumper sticker to,
she wants one. Girl.
Bleh.
Yeah.
Ooh, whoopsie. Yeah, we'll get one to Agris Girl. She just mentioned that she wanted one.
A copy.
And just FYI, as we're starting to get close to the wrap-up of the episode, what does that meme say?
Oh, Agris Girl just posted the meme to our page.
Oh,
it's a cat wearing it's either a dunce cap or a magician's hat with, it looks like it's a birthday hat.
Yeah.
It's got a soccer ball and a football on it, and the cat looks very angry, and it's casting a spell via magic wand. And it says, when you criticize Antifa, whoosh, you're a fascist now.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works.
Premium.
Yeah.
Bones and Tubbs likes that.
Yeah, we like that a lot. But, no, so, yeah, the book's going to be out in a couple weeks. It's called, the series is called The King's Fire. And just to give you a little idea, it's about a young man who, when he's a prince, and at the beginning of the book, his father dies, and he's given the mantle of king. Yeah. And before he can become king, he has to go see a soothsayer to deliver the fortune of his rule.
Yeah.
And he normally, for the past couple hundred years, kings have just gotten good predictions every time. Mm-hmm. Well, when he goes, he doesn't and gets a bad one, and has to figure out how to save his kingdom. and thus the adventure ensues. It is a fantasy novel. It's going to be done under the author's name S. James Imhoff.
Yeah.
That is my author title. That's my nom de plume, as some would say. I have many names. You all know this. I go by many, many monikers.
Yeah, many masks.
I wear many masks, many hats, and they're all just me running interference, really. But yeah, so check it out when it comes out. Shoot some love my way.
I'm about to shoot some love out of my mouth right now to West Bronze, too.
Okay.
Instagram.com/West Bronze, or maybe just search. I don't know the full name.
Yeah.
But he just shared our photo of Joel Osteen, and he enjoyed it, so I appreciate it. Appreciate the Bones and Tubs share love.
Yeah. Yeah, check us out on Instagram. Our Instagram's on fire here the last couple
I prefer
of days.
Instagram, man.
I do like it too.
You know what's crazy? I'm not sure of the timeline, but typically every 5 to 7 years a new platform emerges.
Yeah.
So right now, all of my love, I do try to share love on Facebook, but most of my love is Instagram and Eesteam right now.
Yeah.
Eesteam is going to be taking off here shortly.
Yeah. What's the next one after that?
I don't know. That's the thing.
I think it's called, what we call it, Mookie.
Mookie?
Mookie.
Is that something you made up or something you're hip to that I'm not?
No, it's nothing yet. It will be.
Oh, I see.
I made a prediction.
I see what you say.
You'd shit your pants if like you hear, hey, are you on Mookie yet?
Yeah.
Sounds like a platform, doesn't it?
For sure.
Yeah.
Mookie it.
Mookie it.
Yeah.
There you go. We already figured out the verb for it.
Yeah. TM.
TM. We all did all the work, so now you have to pay us for it, Mookie.
Bitch.
Whatever you're going to be. But anyways, yeah, check us out on Instagram. It's a good time. And also, check us out on Facebook if you're feeling extra froggy.
Yeah.
Check out our YouTube page. Check out our website.
And I hope I didn't make anybody upset. Like I said, I'm not asking for money, and I don't want you to feel like you need to give us money.
No, we don't want to. We're not beggars.
If you want to share us, or like I said before, I can never tell anybody to write stuff on money because that's a crime.
Yeah.
But I mean, Bones and Toast podcast, I've seen it 4 or 5 times come back into my own hands, and that blows my mind.
Yeah. So
just remember that money is a renewable resource. Time is not.
I'll tell you what, word of mouth is great too.
Right.
So
your attention to the Bones and Tubs venture is our oxygen. We need it.
That and spreading the word out to other people. Like, here's the thing. Like, we can only do so much proselytizing as 2 men.
Prostitution?
Sort of. Is it weird that proselytizing and prostitution kind of sound like the same thing?
I mean, words are words.
Yeah.
You write things, you spell them, you cast spells. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Curses and curses.
So we can only do so much in our podcast and so much of that advertisement. But every share we get, everything like that, it means a lot to us.
It makes me wet.
And also, we're going to do a video here shortly. But next week, we wanted to do a topic show this week, but I think we just gave everybody not enough time to really generate the topics.
Yeah.
But we want to do a
Nothing
classic.
like a last minute drop.
Yeah, we want to do a classic topics episode next week.
Yeah.
So we're going to send out the net. We're sending it on the show because we know people listen.
The show and probably Instagram, maybe?
Yeah, probably Instagram, probably Facebook.
Maybe we'll just each hold our phones and do a live video on each.
And we'll drop a video.
We can do whatever we want.
And let you all know, hey, we're doing a topics episode next week, classic Bones and Tubs style. Send us whatever you want. It could be goofy as shit. We don't care.
Yeah,
we love the goofy ones.
We're so sick and fucking tired of real shit.
Yeah, we want to have a break. Plus, I think we're gearing up to be at what we would refer to as end of season 1. Because what we planned on doing, I think, was taking a short break to produce a short film for the advertisement of season 2.
Yeah.
But so we're gearing up. I don't know when exactly season 1's going to end. Probably here soon. But I don't know yet. I haven't figured it out. But season 2 will be literally right around the corner. It's not like we're just going to tap out for fucking Game of Thrones style, tap out for 2 years and then come back again.
Right.
No, we're just taking a short break to produce a film.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back again with all of you. Just to let you know, on the show, we're going to be doing it on the video as well. If you give us a topic and we do it on the show, you will get a bumper sticker.
Yeah.
So that might give you incentive.
I might find out too via the IP address of people that just looked, and they might wake up with a bumper sticker on their car already.
They could.
I mean,
it's possible.
Anything's possible.
So just think of that. There is a bumper sticker coming your way if you give us a topic and we put it on the show. That's not to say, here's the thing. Okay. There's things we don't like talking about.
Yeah.
You know, there's things that we don't normally do because neither of us are interested in it. So don't be mad when you give us some fucking stupid ass shit and we don't do it on the show. I mean, I know we might be friends with you if you're a friend of ours, but just know, like, I mean, it doesn't have to be anything like crazy. It could be something simple. We used to do shit like fucking, is a hot dog a sandwich, for fuck's sake? Now we talk about fucking fascism and shit. Like, God damn.
We like to be multifaceted.
God damn.
Yeah.
But, sharing that shit and doing all that shit, all that's possible because of people like you. And we don't, like I said, we don't like to beg. But, our special guest stars, that's because of viewers like you too. And that's another thing. Any of you out there wanting to be guest stars, you just gotta let us know.
Yeah, just holler at us.
I
want to get the Wolfman on.
The Wolfman.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But his is a strange scenario, so it just depends on baby watching.
Yeah.
Because we all share a day off.
Well, I do have a Nana dog.
Yeah.
She can watch children.
Yeah. His child is not yet old enough to be guarded by a dog yet. But
the shit hyena is a certified wet nurse dog.
OG.
So
yeah.
she's an OG wet nurse.
Right.
All the way back.
I'm a dog, asshole.
She watches them. She licks them. But most importantly, she's a dog.
I'm a dog.
Oh, that's going to be a meme now.
Most
I'm
definitely.
making that. Okay, but anyways. Fucking A. But, so, like I said, we're gearing up, ending season 1, and we want to do a topics episode like we used to. Like, that's not something we're going back to. We just want to do one because we haven't done one in forever, and we like doing that. We like doing that routine every once in a while. It's kind of like a review show. I wouldn't call it a review show. More like how shows might have like this episode, like they always have the same type of episode every season kind of thing. It's like that for us. Every once in a while we want to do a topics episode that our fans gave us. So, send us your goofy, crazy, fucking stupid shit and we will do it.
We'll dive right in there.
We'll dive right into that.
You say we go ahead and end this up?
And make sure to delete that one out too.
Right.
Well, not delete it, but, phrase that, bleep over that. That too.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm making work for you right now.
That's fine.
But,
It's just Control V is all it is.
yeah, right? So, thank you guys for listening. We hope you tune in next time for another episode of Bones and Tubs. Thank you for listening to Thank you for listening to another episode of Bones and Tubs with Brian and Jay. We hope to see you next time, and make sure to send in those topics.
We love you.
We really do.
Doors closing.
has been.